28. And we know that for those who love God, all things work together for good. For those who are called according to his purpose. Holla, 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 holla at me. What? Holla at me. What? Holla at me. Holla at your girl. It's your girl holiday season. I'm back with another story time. Make sure y'all like, comment, share, and subscribe, and click the post notification bell so that you are notified every single time that I post. Yes, y'all. A lot of y'all came from TikTok, and I'm so happy that y'all came. Thank y'all. Go ahead and get a seat, grab your snacks, and just sit down and kick back. Like, you really just can chill out over here. It's really a vibe. But this story time is going to be how DC had me effed up and he got me a fake purse for my birthday. And really thought like I was so delusional. But I got to really break this part down of how it happened. Y'all can be like, okay, get to it. But let me get to it. Okay, so during this time was when, remember I told y'all it used to be a tug of war between Cancer and DC. So it was like I was wanting both of them. But it was like I was enjoying my time with DC. But I like what Cancer could do for me, cause like DC ain't have no money like that. Like it wasn't no money, and he didn't really keep a 9-to-5 or whatever, right? It would be a whole lot of dream. You know his name stands for Dream Chaser, right? So that's why we call him DC, because he really was a dream chaser for real. Anyway, so yeah, it was just always that or whatever. So it was this trip coming up. It was actually 2 trips coming up, and I was gonna do both of the trips, right? So it was this cabin trip coming up that I was gonna go on with. Remember the girl that I forgot. I know it's got Rosie in it. Rosie went on a trip, and then the girl that we was in Walmart with, and she was flirting with the boy, but I ain't never tell that I liked him. Her, I think her name was Jazz. Yeah, so it's got Rosie and Jazz or whatever. So one trip was coming up where me and Cancer was supposed to go to Vegas, and then the other trip was Tennessee with Rosie and Jazz. So yeah, so but right now we're gonna talk about how this came about, right? So during this time, I was kind of realizing that DC wasn't going to get it together. I'm like, this man not going to get it together. He not going to ever be with his kids. He not going to ever keep his word with himself. Like, he don't even give a fuck about himself. It'll be times I would go to his apartment. The apartment, like, lights would be out. And I'm not talking about nobody, like, lights being out. Because I would still be nice enough to kind of bring him food, stuff he needed or whatever during that time. Because it's just like, people do fall on hard times. But it was just kind of like a person who was just fine with what it was. I mean, your mom pay your car note. So, like, what's your problem? So, I know, like, he wasn't going to get it together. And it wasn't, like, his lights probably went off this time, but I just had to give, like, what it was. It was just, like, I'm not living like that with nobody. I'm sorry. I'm not loving you to death like that. Like, that's not cute. So, yeah, like, it always just be that. So, at this time, he felt like he had to compete with Cancer. He was like, yeah, he was like, yeah, and I could take you somewhere too. And another trip gonna come up. That's another story time. So me and DC takes fucking Chicago. Oh my God. It was just too much, y'all. So all in that is like, he feel like he gotta compete with him. He feel like he just gotta be, you know, he think he that nigga or whatever, right? So one day he was just like, I'm gonna go and I'm gonna get you something. He was like, I'm gonna get you the person, I'm gonna hit you back up later. And I was like, what type of person you gonna get me? He was like, you gonna see. I'm gonna be all in the Summit getting this. And y'all already know, like, the Summit is like a place that have like high price boutique stuff like that. So I'm like, okay, whatever. I'm like, you must have got some money, because like I said, lights used to be off, no food, you know. So I'm like, okay, let's see what he's saying. So I'm out doing orders with Rosie. Me and Rosie talking. I was like, girl, I really hope this purse end up being the right thing, because like, if he get me something that I don't like and it looks like you didn't even take your time and find me something, I was like, I'm gonna be so damn disappointed. Slow and behold, I get a call from him. I'm like, hello, like, what's up? Like, I'm really wanting to know where the fuck you at with this purse. Like, we done pulled a car over and everything. So I'm like, where you at or whatever? He was like, yeah, I got the purse. Meet me, just come by my house. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm getting over there. I'm kind of nervous, because I'm like, I leave for my trip to Vegas like that next day. I kind of want to wear the purse or whatever, you know, whatever. So he was like, okay, just pull up and come get the purse. Y'all, we pulls up over there and get the purse. He up there finding it. He digging all in the back of the car trying to get the shit. I'm like, damn, if you just bought it, shouldn't it be like on your seat or something? Like, why is you looking all through the back like that, right? So he ended up getting the thing out. And so the shit said Louis Vuitton. It said, I think it said that. But I was just like, I know this shit is fake. Like, I already had knew, like, the shit was fucking fake. All of a sudden, Rosie like, twin, just chill. Say he give it to you, say thank you, and we could pull off and talk about it. Because she already knew, like, I'm finna cuss your ass out. Because, like, you sitting up here playing in my face for real. Like, stop playing in my face and stop playing with me. Like, if you just didn't have it for my birthday, just say you didn't have it. Don't go and get me some shit that you probably fucking got at the bottom of your mama closet or something. Like, don't play with me like that. Like, stop playing. So I end up getting it for him, and I'm like, thank you, because I'm already knowing this finna be some BS, y'all. Mind y'all, it's finna be some BS. So I do exactly what she say. I pull off or whatever. I was like, bitch. We both bust out laughing, but I already knew, like, I was finna be pissed. So we looking at the purse. I said, this shit is fake. So she bust out laughing. She dying. Like, it's almost like you feel, you know how, like, you feel like somebody not laughing at what you laughing at. They laughing at you, but they adding extras in their head. I knew the laugh that she did was just like, she was too weak, almost to tears. So, I'm looking at the purse. I was like, I'm finna call him back and I'm finna cuss him out. So we in the line at McDonald's or whatever, and they taking a long time. They always used to take a long time at this time of night, right? So we in the line. She was like, I'm gonna look up. So when she looked up what a real Louis Vuitton is or something, I forgot which popular bag it was supposed to be, a upper brand it was supposed to be. But when she looked it up, it was like real ones have a certain thing, and she was like fake ones have this. And it had what the fake one, what it said the fake one had. He had gave me a fake ass purse, right? So I'm like, I'm gonna cuss him out. She was like, I'm gonna call. She was like, I was like, I'm gonna call him. She was like, just chill out. Like, don't do nothing. Don't say nothing about it. You know, he really was just being nice. You know, he kind of wants you back or whatever, since you're not really with him. You've been with cancer. You've been doing like your own thing. You know how he is about you a little bit, right? So I was like, no, like, I'm not letting this ride. I told him, don't be playing in my face. Like, he know me. I don't do like fake stuff. Like, even when people be making that Nike shit and it be really like Gildan t-shirt and they put Nike on it, don't play with Nike like that. I don't like when people do stuff like that. I fucking hate that shit. Like, please. Like, even when people used to be like, remember back in the day in school, people used to wear them Versace shirts and was like, oh, this real Versace. And the whole time they got it from the flea market. Them shirts. And then they used to have the thick chains. I could not. I fucking could not. Anyway, so, yeah, I felt like that was a phase that I couldn't get used to. Because I'm like, that's not no real Versace. Like, you sitting up here in 6th grade talking about you got real. Please. This boy, please, boy, bye. Anyway, so, yeah. So I was like, I'm finna call him. I was like, no, I need to get this out. So I was like, I'm FaceTiming him. He be like, what's up? You like your bag? I'm like, don't play with me. I was like, where you get this bag from? He was like, I got that from the Summit. And he tried to say one of the major stores in the Summit. I can't remember. So I'm like, no, the fuck you didn't. I was like, you didn't get this out no store. He was like, you know what? I'm finna meet you right now and come pick it back up, and I'm gonna take it back. Cause if they tried to get over on you on your birthday, and you know I don't play about you on your birthday. Talking about he finna take the bag that he know he didn't get back, that he know he didn't get from the store. Talking about he finna take it back. You gonna go to jail playing in them folks' store about they shit. So anyway, he was like, no, tell me. I was like, we up here at the McDonald's. He was like, okay. He pull up, he get the bag, and he skirts off. I guess because he kind of embarrassed, and he thought like I would just be happy with some shit. Or maybe I was just one of them delusional females that take a fake bag. You get what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. If I ask for a fake bag, okay, get me that. I hear people say they go places and they get fake bags from vendors. I don't personally like that. He pulls off. A couple minutes later, we get our food, we eat, and I get another call from him, right? So when I get the call from him, it's basically he in the at the Summit, at the place he said he was at. He's at the Summit telling them, why would you sell me this bag? And got the camera on them like this. Why would you sell me this bag? My girl said it's fake. She said she don't want it. I want my money back. So the man looked at him. We see this in the camera now. He like, sir, you did not buy that bag from here. And he was so serious. Like, it was so funny. He was like, no, I did buy it from here. Got the receipt. I got the receipt. He was like, sir, you don't have a receipt because you didn't buy it from here. So that's when he just kept like going on and on with him. And then so when the man said something about he was gonna call security, and he was like, we seen you earlier, we're tired of you coming back and forth in here and all this, right? So I'm like, why would he come in here if he already had the fake bag? Ridiculous. So anyway, he sits the bag on their shelf and he takes off running back to his car or whatever, and he hang up. And then I'm like, damn, why he hang up? Because I kind of want to know what happened now. So then anyway, I was talking to him. I said, why you got... He called me back. And I was like, why you in there playing in people's store? He was like, nah. You could tell he looking in the phone like this, but he looking like... You know how somebody going through traffic, but you checking your review, make sure the police ain't behind you. He was doing that type shit. I was like, why is you playing with the people? You know you didn't come in there and buy that. He was like, I didn't. I just wanted to get you something for your birthday. You said this what you wanted, and I just wanted to make sure you had this and you had that. You know, like how I feel and stuff. And at this time, he used to be doing like a little football league for kids and stuff. And he was like, I always appreciate the stuff like you did with them. Oh, and it's a bunch of story times about that, y'all. It used to be niggas out there, y'all. I'm just saying. But he was the head coach and everything, and I did, and I used to take all my little money and go out there and get everybody snacks, drinks, and all that, you know. But really, it was back when I was getting them unemployment checks and stuff, so I ain't mad, but I still like enjoyed that. Like, it made me feel like a big dog. I mean, out here coaching and this and blah blah blah, and I'm passing out the little snacks. Yeah, that's what I was like back then. So yeah, he was like, I appreciate you, I just want to do something nice. But he was like, I'm probably have to end up getting something else. He was like, and you going on this trip with this lame ass nigga tomorrow, I had to show out and do something. I'm like, well, why the fuck would you show out and do that or whatever, right? So he was like, but you know, right after you come off your other trip with Rosie and Jazz, he was like, we're gonna go to Chicago. So I'm like, okay, yeah, whatever. He was like, yeah, no lie, I'm coming. Like, I'm gonna come. Yeah, it was a crazy story. Crazy so much. This man was thinking about stealing a rental. Anyway, it was just too much. It used to be too much with DC, right? So anyway, I end up going home or whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's finna be time for Vegas. So anyway, the plan was that me, my sister, and Cancer was all gonna ride to the, what's it called? The airport or whatever, right? So we get to the airport, we all walking. Cancer kind of just like giving me the eye because it's kind of like we haven't seen each other in a couple of days. And so it probably had been like a couple of weeks because he would move out and then go away and act like it been like years that we ain't seen each other. Nigga, we just seen each other like a month ago or whatever, right? You just mad right now, you gonna come back, right? So he was talking to me. We got on the plane. We sit in our seats. And I was just like looking at him. And I don't know, like, when it had been like, but let me tell you, this was one of the longer breaks that we had, me and Cancer. So it used to make me emotional because Cancer was like, he would just pull on my heartstrings so bad. Like, you know how, how they be like, do him like the rest of them do me. He was like a true Jody, baby boy for real. Like, make you feel bad. Like, I don't know. You get what I'm saying? Like a little, like acting like a child. Like, make you feel bad if you feel, talk to him a type of way, doing so. He was like that. So we're just looking at his eyes and was about to cry on the plane with him. And I was just like, he was like, don't start it. And he used to call me Cash, right? So he was like, don't start that, Cash. Please don't start that. Don't start that. He bust out laughing. So it kind of made me kind of not get emotional anymore. Because at this point, I wanted him back. Because, what's his name was? DC was full of shit, y'all. This nigga did not want to keep no job. It wasn't no money. It wasn't no extracurricular places like this. Like, I was going, if we wanted to go somewhere, I was going to have to take my own personal money and pay sometimes. Like, or it was like we both was going to have the same amount of money, or he was just going to have completely nothing. I wanted my man bad that paid for stuff and made sure, you know, stuff was right. And so, in that moment, I'm back with him. He was just like, so I'm like, I'm basically went on my relationship back. I'm putting it on thick on the plane. He like, we holding hands though and everything. Like, I guess we was together for the weekend. So we got back home because it's just like, yeah. By the end of that trip, we was back together. We was back together by the end of the trip, y'all. It's toxic. It was toxic over here, y'all. I don't know what it was. It was these niggas, bro. I swear. Like, anyway. So, anyway, like, we just holding hands. We taking pictures on the plane, whatever, blah, blah, blah. We fell asleep. Ride get a little bumpy. Da, 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 da. We land. Boom. We there, right? We get out, and like, this was like during COVID, so it really wasn't like a lot going on. That's why everybody was going places and stuff, and like, so was I. Shit, I sure was going places too. Like, okay, we're gonna take advantage of this, but it still was like a little stuff going on, just a little bit. It was just beginning to be stuff going on, like 6 months in COVID, I guess, like around cold time, whatever, right? So we also go to the, what's that hotel we stayed at? It's a popular one, but I forgot the name. But it was definitely on the strip. The strip.